Morning everybody. Today is week 2 of our garden tour. I saw online that some people are calling it a garden journal and doing it in video form, and I thought that was a really cool idea. So I think I'm actually going to start calling this our garden journal so we can kind of keep track of how our plants are doing and everything like that. So anyway, we've had a lot of things change in the last week, which is really exciting. And so let me show you some of those things right now. Andrew is putting on our weekly dose of fertilizer just because our soil isn't the best and we're just learning how to build it up. So in the meantime, we're giving all of the plants kind of a weekly boost. So here in the first bed is our tomatoes. We have San Marzanos on this side and cherry tomatoes on this side. And they're all about twice the size as they were last week, which is pretty crazy. We put them in these pots like a week and a half-ish ago, and they were just kind of touching the tops of the buckets for most of them, or coming up to the first circle on the cages, and you can see that they're all way bigger, which has been really exciting to watch. And then in here, we have way more wildflower sprouts, which is really cool. They've really shot up. Last week we only had like a couple of them coming up, and now this thing is looking pretty full. So that's been awesome. Our little marigolds popping up. And in this bed, say hey babe. This bed is our pepper bed, and the peppers are starting to look a little better. These were the ones that we bought from the nursery that weren't looking hot when we got them, but we really wanted peppers, and at the time none of our seed starts came up. And so we got these, and we're just trying to see what we can get out of them, but they're starting to look a little better. Watering the right amount and also giving them the fertilizer has seemed to be helping. And then these I'm actually going to start putting out, I think today. I've been hardening them off for the last week. So this is the one pepper that we managed to grow. The first round, none of them came up. And then on the second round, this one pepper came up. So I'm really excited about this one. I'm very proud of it because it's literally the only one that came up. And then these are marigolds. And I planted these seeds at the same day that I planted these little ones in the ground. And it's been really interesting because you can see that the ones that I did inside got way bigger, but not a lot of them actually came up. And the ones that I put in the ground outside, almost all of them came up. So that's been really interesting to watch and just see the difference on those. These, we're thinking about getting blueberries to put in those 2 empty pots. And then here is our honey nut squash. They've gotten really huge from last week too. This thing is, as you can see, massive. The leaves are getting really big, so that's been exciting. And then our tree, our satsuma tree. So this one had some yellow leaves happen this week, and we're trying to figure out what caused that, and we've been kind of clipping some of them off. But a lot of the buds that were on it last week are gone, and now it's starting to get little oranges. I don't know if you can see that right there. So those little cute little green things are all over this tree. So that's been pretty cool to notice. Let me see another one right there. Yeah, so it's been really cute and fun. And then this bed. So our zucchini is not doing great. This bed has definitely been a challenge for us, just trying to figure out what to do about the fact that the soil is so bad in here, which is a bummer because this is soil that we bought and put in, but it just doesn't have the right nutrients in it or enough nutrients, and so we're trying to figure that and slowly amend it, and hopefully it'll get better over time as we add more stuff to it. But these zucchini plants haven't gotten much bigger, and they've been putting off a ton of flowers, and so we've been clipping the flowers in hopes of it encouraging the plants to focus on growing bigger instead. And it's kind of been working, but they're still really small. Last week I mentioned that we had planted string beans in between the zucchini plants, and some of them have started to come up. You see that little guy there? And it's crazy because some of them have gotten really big in like 2 days. So this has been really fun to see this guy come up. And then our marigolds right here, those are doing okay. They're doing about the same as the ones in the other beds. All right, so that is our garden for week 2, which has been really fun to kind of see how things have changed and what's going on, and also trying to learn about the things that aren't going so well. And if you have any suggestions, we would love to hear them, because again, we're newbie gardeners, we have no idea what we're doing. And so yeah, if you're like, oh, I dealt with that in my garden, I have a suggestion, let me know in the comments below, and that'd be super helpful and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.